Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We got a doubleheader here on June 25th between the Braves and the Giants. And game number one, leading off for the Braves is Jerry Royster playing second base. Batting second, playing first is Bill. Batting third on the catching is Pocoroba. Batting fourth, playing right field is Matthews. Batting fifth, playing center field is Office. Batting sixth, playing left field is Gaston. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Cheney. Batting eighth, playing third base is Gilbert. Batting ninth and on the mound is Preston HANNA. And for the hometown San Francisco Giants, we have leading off playing second base Madlock. Batting second, playing left field Whitfield. Batting third, playing third is Evans. Batting fourth, playing first base McCovey. Batting fifth, playing right field Cruz. Batting sixth, playing center field Dwyer. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Metzger. And batting eighth on the catching, Saldick. And on the mound, that count himself doing the pitching and batting ninth, Montefusco. Let's get down here to the game and get it started, folks.
Sadek.
And to lead it off here for the Braves in game one of this doubleheader is Jerry Royster batting .280. He's got no homers and 16 RBIs. The count Montefusco is making a 17th start of the year. He's 6-8 with a 3.58 ERA. And here's the pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a pop-up. Nope, sorry, that's a ground ball down the third. Evans has got it, and that'll be out number one. Bob Beal comes to the plate now, batting .288 with no homers and 5 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Madlock at second. And there's quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first. And Biff Pocoroba's coming up now. And Biff batting .246 with 6 homers and 18 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Whitfield. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. We get to the bottom of the first. Braves nothing. Giants coming to the plate with Madlock, Whitfield, and Evans. Bill's batting .271 on the year, 11 homers and 34 RBI. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Giants get a leadoff batter aboard here. And Whitfield comes to the plate now. Can the Braves get a double play and help them out here? And Whitfield's batting .311 with 8 homers and 33 RBI. And nope, that's not going to be done. It's going to be a base hit in right field. And with nobody out, Mad Dog's going to stop at second, I believe. Let's see here. 1, 3. .28. Does he want to chance it on a 28 with nobody out? He's going to chance it a 52 or lower. And they throw him out. His ass should have stayed put. So it's a single in the left field. And Mad Dog gets thrown out trying to get the third. Not very smart base running there by Mad Dog. Cedos throws him out. Now there's 1 out and Whitfield's down in first. And I think he's going to try to take off and running here. That'll be a 17. He is. He's going to take off and run 35 or lower. And he's thrown out. They have just run themselves out of this damn inning, folks. Whitfield gets thrown out by Pocoroba. He doesn't have a very good arm. And now Evans is up with nobody on and 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Evans. Evans is batting 257 with 13 homers and 34 RBIs. And that's going to be, of course, that's going to be a base hit after everybody gets thrown out. So the base running has really hurt the Giants here as D. Scott Howard joins us. Check it out. Now you got McCovey up with a runner down at first. McCovey batting 260 with 6 homers and 29 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Gilbert's going to fire across the diamond to get the out. And the Giants strand one, some bad base running, and it's still a nothing game. You get to the top of the second, you got Matthews, Office, and Cito due up here. Gary batting 243. He's got 3 homers and 19 RBIs. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Forget about that one. Kiss it goodbye. The Sarge with his 4th homer of the year is just giving the Braves a 1-0 lead. Now Office is batting 290 on the year with 3 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Evans. He fires across the diamond, and there's 1 out. And Cito comes to the plate, batting 200 on the year with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And now there's quickly 2 outs after the leadoff homer. The count is settled down. Montefusco, 2 down, nobody on for Cheney. Cheney batting 210 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The count's first strikeout, but the leadoff homer by Matthews puts the Braves on top 1-0. As we get to the bottom of the second, you got Cruz due up, followed by Dwyer and Metzger. The Braves got one more game, a doubleheader, second game of this 2-game bill here on the 25th. Then they go home to take on the Dodgers for a 4-game series. Here's the pitch to Hector Cruz, and that's going to be a base hit. And again, the Giants get the leadoff batter aboard here. So now Jim Dwyer comes to the plate with a runner on first, batting 182 since joining these Giants after the trade. He's got no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. They'll get Cruz down at second, unable to turn the double play. So Dwyer's down there now with 1 out. And they're going to do a little hit and run to try to stay out of the double play. Roger batting 235 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Matthews. Jim scampers back to first. And now there's 2 outs. And now you got Mike due up. He batting 377, off to a great start here. And 78 with a homer and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Jim is going to stay put at second. And all of a sudden the Giants are threatening here. And the count comes up. And the count help his own cause. He's batting 103. No homers, no RBIs. First and second, 2 outs. And that's going to be a 23. And that's going to be hit back to the mound. And that's a wild throw. And the runner is going to score from second. And Mike's going to get down to third. So the wild throw by Preston. And it is now a tied ball game. Now you got first and third and 2 outs. So just like that, Preston doesn't help his own calls any. And Madlock's up. He's 1 for 1 today. Single to start this game. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And that's going to score 1. And can the count get down to third? And he probably will with 2 outs. And he will with no throw. And all of a sudden, 2 unearned runs, and now the Braves trailing by 1. Now you got Whitfield up, and it's still first and third. And Terry's 1 for 1. He was singled and got caught stealing. And that's going to be a 40 in the infield. 7. So that's going to be a infield. It's a 40, right? 40, yeah. And that's going to be a wild pitch. And the runner's going to score, and Madlock's going to get down to third. So a wild pitch. See if the runner, if I can advance him down there. Unbelievable. So we're just going to have to advance him. So I'm not going to sit here and try to figure this out. I'm not going to try to figure this out. Let's do an advance. Excuse me. Now he's down there. That'll work. So now it's 3-1. The Braves trailing by 2. Whitfield still at the plate with a runner down at third now. And another run in. And a 1-0 pitch coming his way. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Preston strikes him out. But his own costly error and the wild pitch lead to 3 runs. And the Braves trail 3-1 as we go to the top of the third. You got Gilbreth, HANNA due up, and then back to Royster. See, the Braves are 24-42. They have struck out 341 batters. They have walked 205, given up 86 doubles and 23 triples. The Giants are 40-28, struck out 373 batters, walked 230, given up 116 doubles and 16 triples. Gilbert's batting .227 on the year with a homer and 16 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The count strikes him out. That's his second strikeout of the game. HANNA comes to the plate. Can he help himself out after that costly error? HANNA is batting .310, folks. He is not one to mess with. He's got 2 homers on the year and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, and that's going to be a base hit. So Preston trying to help himself out here after the costly error gets on base with a single. And Royster comes to the plate. And Jerry, he's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that ball is hit hard. See where this one lands at in San Francisco. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And with nobody out, Preston's probably going to stop at third. That's going to be a double in the left field, and he's definitely going to stop. So double in the left field, and you got second and third and 1 out. And Bob Beal get the Braves right back in this game. Tying run is down at second and third, 1 out. Bob is 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch to him. And that ball is hit hard. And all of a sudden, this has turned into a slugfest. It's an error fest, too. And that ball is driven into the gap out. And right field, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double. And just like that, it's a tie ball game, folks. It's 3-3. The Braves now with the go-ahead run in scoring position and only one out. And Biff Pokerova's up. Biff is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The count strikes him out. Now there's 2 down. His third strikeout. Can the Sards deliver here? And Matthews, he homered to start this game off for the Braves back in the second. Give him a 1-0 lead. And that's going to be a pop up down the second. And that'll end the inning. But the Braves scored 2 on a 2 RBI double by Bill. And it's a 3-3 ball game as we go to the bottom of the third. You've got Evans due up, followed by McCovey. And Cruz. Evans singled his first time up, 1 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. Here we go. The Braves just tied it up. Preston's ready to give it right back. McCovey comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today, grounded out. The Braves will take another one of them, try to get a double play. And not this time because, again, that ball is high. That ball is far. McCovey is on fire here against these Braves. And that's another 2-run homer. And that just gives the Giants a 5-3 lead. I think that was the first earned run of the game. Let's check here. The other 2 were unearned runs. The other 3 should have been unearned. Yep. So now it's a 5-3 ball game. Cruz is up. Still nobody out. Here's the pitch to Hector. And that ball is grounded down to Cheney. He's up with it. Fires over to first. And there's 1 out. And Dwyer comes to the plate. And Jim, he reached on a fielder's choice. Came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Office. And now there's 2 down after the homer. Roger comes to the plate, and he is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to Matthews. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Gilbert. That'll end the inning. But the 2-run homer by McCovey gives the Giants a 5-3 lead. We go back to the top of the fourth here. And you've got Office, Cito, and Cheney due up. Can the Braves get these runs right back? That is the question. Office is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Cruz makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Cito gassed and get something going here with 1 out. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Out the right field. And Cruz is going to screw the pooch on this one, I think. Yep, that's going to be a single. And Cito is going to get down to second on the air. So now you got a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Cheney comes to the plate. And Cheney get the job done. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls, and the Braves are making noise here in the top of the fourth. Neither one of these teams seems to want to keep the lead. Now you got first and second and 1 out for Gilbert. He was a strikeout victim his first time up also. And that's not what the Braves wanted to see. That's a ground ball down the second, over to short, over to first, 4-6-3 double play. And the Giants get out of the mess with nobody scoring. We get to the bottom of the fourth in a 5-3 ball game.
Static.
Excuse me. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Giants. Static, Montefusco, and then back to Bill Madlock. Mike, he's 1 for 1. He singled and came around the score back in the second. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be another base hit in the left field. Mike is now 2 for 2. That was in the left field, not center field. And now the count's up. And the count, he reached on that 2-base error by Preston. And they're going to try to bunt the runner over to second here. And that's going to be foul ball. And that'll be strike number 2. So now they're 0-2 pitch. And they're going to keep the bunt sign on. And he gets a nice bunt down. That is bunted down the third. Gilbert's up with it, fires over to first with Royster covering. And that'll get the out, but the runner will get in the scoring position here with 1 out. Nice job by the count. And Madlock's up. He's having a nice game. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's got another shot with Mike down there at second. And that's going to be a ground ball. 54-3. Going to be a ground ball down the first. Beal's up with it. He tosses it over to Preston. The runner will get down the third though. Now there's 2 outs. A runner down at third for Whitfield. Preston get out of this with nobody scoring. Terry's 1 for 2. He is singled and got caught stealing and is struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. No, it's not. That's going to be a hit by pitch. So he hits Terry. So now Terry's down at first, and we got runners. I don't believe that was done on purpose. Evans is up now. He's 1 for 1. He has walked and singled. And that's going to be against the 5. That's going to be a single in right field. And that's going to score 1. And the runner should get down the third with no problem. So now you still got first and third. And now it's a 6-3 lead. So I don't think you hit him on purpose for that. Now you got McCovey coming up, who's already hit a homer in this game. His last time up, he hit a 2-run shot, 1 for 2. And that's a ground ball down to Royster. He'll go the short way over to second. But the Giants score 1 more and make it a 6-3 game as we get to the top of the 5th. You got HANNA due up here, followed by Royster and Beal. HANNA is 1 for 1, came around the score back in the third. And that's going to be another base hit. Preston is not doing it on the mound, but he's doing it here at the plate, 2 for 2. Now Royster's up. Can he keep this going and maybe get the Braves back in it, trailing by 3? Need another base runner to bring the time run to the plate. Jerry, he doubled his last time up and came around the score as we dropped the dice. And that's going to be against the righty. It'll be a 10 and an 8. And that's going to be a single, a line drive in the left field. Preston will stop at second, and the Braves now with the first 2 batters aboard here, making some noises. A time run comes to the plate. Bob Beal, 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI double his last time up. Not this time. That's going to be a spin around the count. We won't get the runner out at second. So that's a 1-6 put out. So now you got runners on the corner with 1 out and Biff Pocaroba up. The Giants will play back for the double play, try to get out of this with nobody scoring. Biff's 0 for 2. He's flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. 23. And a 2 should be fielding column 1. And a 47. 28 they're sending him here. 28. That's going to be a 54 or lower. And he's barely in there. Barely in there. And the Giants are arguing this. They think he was out, and the umpire's not hearing any of it. Not hearing a thing.
Static.
Sadik is jumping up and down, but they're saying he was safe, and it is now a 2-run ball game with the sacrifice fly as Preston just gets under the tag, and it's 6-4. And now we got Matthews up as the tying run. Matthews is 1 for 2. He's homered in this game. Runner down at first and 2 outs. Can the Sarge deliver? And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike. He falls behind on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be against the righty. 13 and a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball. No, it's not. That's barely a base hit. That's an infield hit by Matthews. So Matthews gets a board here. Keeps the inning alive. It's an office delivery here. Now you got the tying runs on the bases. Go ahead, run at the plate in Office, who is 0 for 2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The count strikes him out. The Braves score 1, but they strand 2. It's a 6-4 game. You got Cruz due up, followed by Dwyer and Metzger. And Cruz, Hector is 1 for 2. He singled in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the bob at first. Bill takes it himself. And there's 1 out. Jim Dwyer comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And not anymore. He squares this one up. See where this one flies out here into the outfield. And that ball is over the fence. Kiss it goodbye. Jim Dwyer with his first homer as a Giant just increases the lead back to 3. It is now 7-4. And see that Gaskin and the Braves are shaking their head. Matthews just launches that one launch. And now Rogers up. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's a base on balls. And the bullpen's getting up now. Remember, this is a doubleheader. Sandusky's up, and he is 2 for 2. He has singled and came around the score both times. And that's going to be a pop-up down the third. They're down the short. Now it's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he struck Mike out, finally gets him out. And here comes the count. The count is 0 for 1. Reached on an error and had a sacrifice bunt. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Preston strikes him out. But 1 more run scores on the homer. And it is 7-4 as we go to the top of the 6th. Cito, Cheney, and Gilbert due up here. And Cito is 1 for 2. He singled and reached second on an error. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The count now is up to 5 strikeouts in the game. And Cheney comes up. And Cheney's 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up and struck out. He's yet to put the ball in play. And finally he does. That's going to be a base hit in to left field. He goes the other way with it. And Cheney's aboard here with 1 out. And Gilbert comes up now. And he's 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play his last time up. So the Braves are going to do a little hit and run, try to avoid that this time. And that might have just paid off. Might have paid off here. Yep, that ball's hit down the Mad Dog has only played with the hit and runs over to first. And that's going to be it for Preston. He goes 5 innings. And we'll have a pitch hitter here with a runner down at second. See who's going to come off the bench. And you got Murphy and Nolan. So Nolan, the lefty's going to come in here and pitch hit. You got Murphy, another catcher on the roster. So Joe's going to come out here and pitch hit and try to get that runner in from second with 2 outs. And Joe's batting .217 on the year with a homer and 2 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this and against the righty. That's going to be a 6. And that's going to be a base hit. I believe it. Yep, a 6 is going to be a base hit in the center field. And Dwyer does not have a very good arm out there. That'll be a 2. That'll be a 60. He should score easily with that weak arm. Yep, that's an RBI single by Joe. Nice piece of hitting. Cuts the lead back to 2. And now Jerry Royster's up with a runner on first and a 7-5 ball game. Royster is a 2 for 3 with a double in the game. He singled his last time up. And he gets a hold of this, and the Braves trying to get right back in it. Can Royster tie this game up? Nope, but that's going to be a double out in the right field with 2 outs. Joe does not have very good speed. Can he score here? That's going to be a double in the left field. Whitfield's out there. And they're going to have to stop him at third. So that's a double in the left field. Can't score the runner. And it's up to Bob Beal here. And that might be it for Montefusco. The count might be counted out here. Second and third, 2 outs. And let's see here. He's just batted. Let's see. Ain't going to bring Curtis in. They're going to bring in Charlie Williams. So that's going to be it for the count. Williams is going to come in here and pitch. Can Bob Beal deliver? Oh, no, you know what? They're not. Bob's a switchy. So they're going to want him to bat from the right, from the left side. So, yeah, they're bringing in Williams. So Williams is going to come in, make Bob bat from the left side. He has more trouble going up against righties than he does lefties. So Williams will come in the game here with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Can the Braves tie this game up, folks? Bob Beal is 1 for 3. He has a 2 RBI double back in the third. Can he do it again? And that ball is smashed. Bob Beal's going to deliver, and this game is crazy, folks. Nobody wants to win this game. And that ball is hit into right field. And that's going to be another 2 RBI double. And the Braves tie it up. It is 7-7. And Biff Pocoroba comes to the plate. And Biff, he is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly his last time up. Can he give the Braves the lead here? Oh, we forgot to mention, this is Williams' 5th appearance. He's 1-0. And with a 4.76 ERA, that's going to be a fly ball out to Whitfield. That'll end the inning, but the Braves score 3, tie this ball game up at 7-7. We go to the bottom of the 6th. He's going to come out here and pitch for the Braves. That is the question. You got the righty and then lefties coming up after that. So it's going to be Easterly. He's going to come out of the bullpen. So Jamie Easterly will come out of the pen, try to keep this game tied up. As Aaron Reed joins us here. Where's Jamie at? There he is. So you got the top of the order due up here in the bottom of the sixth. Madlock, Whitfield, and Evans. And Madlock's sad to see Preston leave. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI. And it doesn't matter because he gets a hold of this one. Kiss it goodbye. It's no longer tied. That is his 12th homer of the year. And the Mad Dog has just made an 8-7 ball game. Welcome to the game, Jamie East. I forgot to, here, let's do an undo, and we'll tell you about his stats first. And then we'll do the home run. So this is Jamie's 13th game. He is 1-1 with a 4.37 ERA. And now it's going to go up with this homer. And it's 1-0. Now Whitfield's up. With nobody on and no outs. Perry's 1 for 2. Been hit by a pitch, and he gets a hold of it, and they're lighting Jamie up. This is a wild and crazy game. And that ball is blasted out in the right field. All Matthews can do is turn around and watch it leave the yard. And that's back-to-back homers, and it's now a 9-7 game. And now Evans is up. Still nobody out. Here's the pitch to Darryl, and he gets a hold of this. He rips that ball in the right field. It stays in the yard. Matthew gets over, cuts it off, and Evans is aboard with a single. Now you got McCovey up. McCovey's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Jamie hasn't gotten a damn soul out yet. So now the bullpen's getting up with all the righties coming up. Cruz is 1 for 3 today. He's singled in the game. And that's just what the doctor ordered. That's a ground ball down to Cheney. And that'll be the old 6-4-3 double play. Evans will get down the third. Now with 2 outs. And Dwyer comes to the plate. And Jim's 1 for 3. He had a homer his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Cheney. He fires over to first. But the back-to-back homers make it a 9-7 game as we go to the 7th inning stretch. You got Matthews due up, followed by Office and Cito. And Matthews is 2 for 3 with a homer back in the second, single his last time up. And he drives this ball in the right field. That hits off the fence out there, and that's going to be a leadoff double. And neither one of these teams won't win this game, folks. Now Office is up with a runner in scoring position. Office is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and struck out. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 4, and that's going to be a single in the center field. And with nobody out, that'll be a 55. Dwyer's arm isn't very good, and he's going to score easily. So Office with an RBI single, and now it's a 1-run game, and that's going to be it for Williams. Since they're going to go through the bullpens here. Are they going to do a double switch? Nope, they're just going to take Williams out. Who are they going to bring in here? Who are they going to bring in? Are they going to bring Curtis in or Moffitt? I'm going to bring Moffitt in. Pitch to these righties coming up. So Moffitt's going to come in. He'll bat third. Let's see here. So that's it for Williams, as he can't get a soul out here in the 7th. Let's see, where's Randy? There he is. This is Moffitt's 43rd appearance. He's 5-1 with 9 saves and a 2.06 ERA. Got a runner down at first, nobody out. Cito comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. He has singled, reached second on an error. He did strike out his last time up. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. 54 and a 4. That's going to be fielding column 3. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Evans' only play is over to first. And now there's 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Tying run down at second. Cheney comes to the plate, 1 for 2. He has walked and singled in the game. And he delivered here at the fly ball out to center field. Dwyer makes the catch. And there's 2 down. It's going to be up to Gilbreth to do it. Can Gilbreth get the job done? He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Cruz. The Braves score 1. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 9-8 ball game. Got the switch hitter due up. And then the righties. So they're going to try to get easterly through this inning. See, San Francisco's got one more game, another game here today on the 25th against the Braves. Then they go on the road to take on San Diego for 4 games. And Roger is 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the office. And there's 1 down here in the 7th. Sandusky comes up. He's 2 for 3. Did strike out his last time up there. And that's going to be a fly ball. This one out to Cito and left. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th. And is that going to be it for Moffitt? Who's coming up? We're going to have so that's going to be it for Moffitt. They're going to pitch it for him. Where are they? They're going to pitch it for Moffitt. And LaVale will come in to pitch. Try to get a 2-inning save here. Let's see who's going to come off the bench against the lefty. Poison Ivy. Mr. Michael Ivy is going to come off the bench here. Poison Ivy comes sneaking around. Out. Where's Mr. Ivy at? There he is. And Mike's batting .258 on the year with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. 2 outs, nobody on, and a 9-8 ball game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jamie settles down here in the 7th. Gets the side in order. We go to the top of the 8th. It is a 9-8 ball game. Like was said, LaVale will come in the game here. Try to get a 2-inning save. And he'll be facing a pitch hitter for Jamie. Depending on what the Braves do here, it'll probably either be Eddie Sullivan or Garber. Against the lefty, the Murph's going to come off the bench here. Pitch hit. No, they can't do that. If they do that, then they don't got a damn catcher on the bench. They want to take the chance here with that or not. Jeff Burris is going to come off the bench instead. Jeff Burris is going to come off the bench. Forgot about already using Nolan. So Jeff Burris will come off the bench here. Pitch hit for Jamie. And Jeff batting .328 on the year with 11 homers and 46 RBIs. Gary Lavelle, this is his 21st appearance. He's 1-4 with 3 saves and a 3.42 ERA. Here's the pitch to Jeff. And that's going to be against the lefty. -6. Yep, -6. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Jeff gets a board here. That's a base hit in the left field. Leadoff batter's aboard here. And now Jerry Royster's up. Jerry is 3-for-4 with 2 doubles. He has scored twice. Can he continue this great game? Here's the pitch to Jerry. 3-for-4 today, and that's going to be a flying ball out the crease in right field. That's out number 1. Bob Beal's having a damn good game. He is 2-for-4 with 4 RBIs and 2 doubles in the game. Can he keep it up? As we drop the dice. And that's going to be a base on balls. Gary walks him. And all of a sudden now the Braves got the tying run in scoring position. The go-ahead run at first. Biff Pokeroba's 0-for-3. Does have a sacrifice fly today. Can he get his first hit of the game? And that's going to be against the lefty. Probably should have pitched hit to Murph and for him, but that's all right. A 17 and an 8. First and second. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And that'll be out number 2. And now it is up to Sarge. Gary Matthews comes up now. He is 3-for-4 with a homer in this game. He doubled his last time up. Can Sarge deliver here? And that's going to be a fly ball out the crease. The Braves strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 9-8 ball game. Since they couldn't get the lead, Eddie Sullivan's going to come out of the bullpen and pitch for the Braves. Trying to keep us a 1-run lead, give the Braves a shot in the top of the 9th. Solomon will be facing the top of the order. This is his 18th appearance. 0-3 with 1 save and a 6.65 ERA. Madlock, Whitfield, and Evans due up. And Bill's having a hell of a game. 3-for-4 with a 2-run with a homer and an RBI single. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Eddie strikes him out for out number 1. And Terry Whitfield comes up. He's 2-for-3 with a homer his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. And there's quickly 2 down here in the 8th. And Dwight Evans comes up. And Darrell Evans is batting 3-for-3 today with an RBI. He has 3 singles and a walk. And that one's hit hard. Jeez, you Pete's. Trying to keep this a 1-run game. That ball is driven into the gap in right field, just off the top of the wall. Barely stayed in the park. And Evans has got himself a double here. Now McCovey's up. McCovey's 1-for-3 with a 2-run homer in the game. Can Eddie get out of this with nobody scoring? And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 10 and an 8. And nope, that's going to be a single in the center field. Office has got a good arm out there. Can he get Evans out at the plate? That'll be the question. That'll be a 60. Nope, Evans will score with no throw. That's an RBI single, and the Braves couldn't afford that. Now it's a 2-run game as McCovey delivers. And Hector Cruz comes up now. Cruz is 1 for 4 today. And that's going to be against the righty. 6. And that's going to be a base hit. So Hector's aboard here. All this happening with 2 outs. He cruised through the first 2 batters. And now he's in trouble and can't get the most important 3rd out here. Jim Dwyer comes to the plate now with runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, and a 10-8 ball game. Dwyer's 1 for 4 with a homer in this game. Here's the pitch from Eddie. That's going to be a base on balls. And the bases are loaded, full of Giants. Everywhere you look, McCovey at 3rd, Cruz at 2nd, Dwyer at 1st, and Roger at the plate, who is 0 for 3. And that's going to be a fly ball out the office. A deep sigh of relief from Sullivan, but 1 run scores, makes it a 2-run ball game. As we get to the top of the 9th, you'll have Office due up, followed by Cito and Cheney. And Rollins 1 for 4 with an RBI his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball to Cruz. And there's 1 down. Cito Gaston comes to the plate. Cito's 1 for 4 today. Can he get on board here and bring the tying run to the plate? And that's going to be a rare play of 40 and a 66. And that's going to be hit out to left field. Whitfield's out there. And a 32 and a 2. That should be fielding column 2. And that's going to be a single to left. And what the hell is he thinking? No, he's not, because he's an S runner. He holds it first. That's a single in the left, and he holds it first. They say if he gets thrown out trying to get the second. Now you got a runner down at first. Tying run comes to the plate. And Cheney. And Cheney is 1 for 3 today. Can he keep this merry-go-round going here? And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 10 and an 8. And that's going to be another base hit. This one in the left field. And all of a sudden, the Braves now have the go-ahead run at the plate. And Gilbreth, can he deliver here? 1 down, runners on 1st and 2nd. And Gilbreth is 0 for 4. Can he get off the snide here? And that's going to be against the lefty. I think he just got a damn base hit. This is freaking crazy. Yep, that's going to make him a 7. Yep, that's a single in the center field. Cedar does not have good speed at all. That's a 3. So that'll be a 56 plus a 4, a 32. His run means nothing. They're going to let him score. They're going to throw the ball in and keep Cheney at 2nd. So that's an RBI single. And you still got 1st and 2nd. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Eddie. And who's going to come off the bench now? Try to give the Braves the lead here. And it's going to be, we're going with the Murph. Got to go with the Murph. Time to pull the trigger. Murphy's coming off the bench here. So Murphy's coming off the bench. Murphy is batting .223 on the year. He has 12 homers and 28 RBIs. Can the Murph deliver? 1st and 2nd, 1 out, and a 10-9 ball game. And that's a swing and a miss. Gary strikes him out. Now there's 2 outs, and still runners at first and second. Jerry Royster comes to the plate. Royster is 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Can Jerry deliver here? And that's going to be a swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts. Lavelle gets out of the mess with only 1 run scoring, and the Giants hang on to win 10-9. Take a look here at the box score for game number 1. So the Giants 10 runs on 16 hits and 1 error. The Braves 9 runs on 18 hits and couldn't outscore them. Left 2 men on and 1 error. Jerry Royster 3 for 6. Matthews 3 for 5. Biff Pocoroba was the only batter in the lineup without a hit. Biff was 0 for 4. The Braves were 5 for 17 with runners in scoring position. Matthews with the homer. They left 10 men on base, folks. The Braves had their chances. Look at the top of the order for the Giants. A combined 9 for 13. 3 for 5 for Madlock. Whitfield 2 for 4. And Evans 4 for 4. McCovey 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a homer. They were only 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Madlock, Whitfield, McCovey, and Dwyer, all 4 of them hit homers, and they left 9 men on base. Preston goes 5 innings, gets a no decision, 10 hits, 7 runs, only 4 of them earned. Remember, that was his own costly error. Walked 2, struck out 3, and gave up 2 homers. Easterly comes in, gets the loss. He goes to 1 and 2, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 1, struck out 1, and gave up 2 homers. Eddie comes in, 1 inning, a big run he gave up. Said he couldn't afford to do that. 3 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 1. John Montefusco, he doesn't get a decision. He goes 5 2/3, 11 hits, 7 runs, walked 1, struck out 5, gave up a homer. Williams comes in, gets the win, but he pitched terrible. A third of an inning, 3 hits, 1 run. Moffitt comes in, 1 inning, and Lavelle comes in, gets his 4th save of the year. 2 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 2. And the next game will be the second game of this doubleheader, the Giants and the Braves. It'll be Mickey Mahler going up against Ed Holly. I want to thank D. Scott Howard and Aaron Reed for joining us. If you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button and bell. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.